Hi, welcome to the Little House Learn to Sew series. My name is Laura Ingalls Gunn. In this video, I am going to show you how to print out the second PDF pattern in the series, which is Ma's Apron. And you can learn how to print out this pattern in a separate video, which I will link down to in the description box below. So let's get started in the next segment, putting the pattern pieces together. If you print out your PDF pattern pieces at home, they will be printed out on 8.5 by 11 inch sheets of paper. And the construction of the pattern is fairly simple. You simply will join A to A, B to B, C to C, so on and so forth for the first row. Then in the second row, you'll have numbers at the bottom. So you'll have 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, and of course continuing on. And then you'll also find that the alphabet continues. Let me move the camera in a little bit closer so you can look at this and have a greater understanding. So here is a closer look about how the pattern goes together. As I mentioned, in the first row, you are matching letters, which is A to A, B to B, C to C, D to D, and E to E. Now, in your instructional guide, it does show how the pattern is laid out. Then in your second row, you also have a numerical system. So 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, in addition to your letters. And so for the third row, I am going to join, let me bring this back, 6 to 6. I'm going to grab my tape. Just going to put that together, and you can kind of see how the lines start lining up. And then the next pattern piece is 7 to 7. And then in terms of our alphabet, it's J to J. And in the next piece is going to be number 8 with the letter K. So I'm going to continue putting the pattern together, and once I have it completed, I will show it to you in its entirety. Ma's Apron is one of our largest PDF patterns to put together since it is meant for an adult. During the testing phase, many of the sewists said that they found it easier to work on a dining room table or even on the floor to make sure that they could get everything taped together. So I just wanted to show you what it will look like once you have it all put together. You can also find the layout in your instruction guide as well. Our next step is to cut out the 3 separate pattern pieces, which is the apron skirt, the waistband, as well as the ties. Once you have cut out your apron pieces, I recommend that you take a moment to read some of the instructions that are printed on each piece. For instance, on the waistband, you will want to cut 2 of these out. One will be for the exterior, one will be for the lining. And on the ties, you can either cut this particular piece out 4 times, or if you have enough yardage, you can cut it out just twice if you place it on the fold. And there is a fold indicator line. Most of you will probably have to cut out 4 pieces, but We're going to double up our fabric so it will be easy to do. And then of course our largest piece is Ma's apron. And right now I am showing the apron pattern piece that is for a apron that hits your mid-calf. You can also cut it shorter on the indicator line if you want a more modern apron that will hit right above your knee. And some of the things that you'll want to pay attention to is, of course, there is an indicator line that says cut on the fold. What I'm going to do next is lay out the fabric and the pattern pieces on top of them, and we'll come in with a zoom shot so you can better see the instructions that I've just mentioned. As you get ready to cut out your fabric, you may want to look over your instruction manual. On page 3, it will talk about the notions and tools that you'll need, which I'll go over, as well as the layout guide for your fabric. In getting ready to cut out your pattern, you will want some fabric scissors, some straight pins or dressmaker weights to pin the fabric and pattern together, as well as either a measuring tape or a yardstick. So I'm going to prepare the fabric for the next segment and we will get the pattern pieces pinned on. I have pinned all 3 pattern pieces on, and just to go over again, this is the on the fold indicator, and what that means is that I have doubled up my fabric. You can see the fabric edge here and where the fold is, and the reason we want to do that is we want this piece to be extra wide because we're going to gather it at the top of the apron. And this is the indicator for the top of our apron. It will be where we add our gathers. And I'm going to reposition the camera because I want to talk about the arrows and grain line indicators. On pattern piece number 2, the waistband, there is an indicator that says cut 2. And again, we have 2 layers of fabric. I have folded my fabric in half, so I will only need to cut this pattern piece out once to get the 2 pieces that I need. Now these are grain line indicators, and this is to make sure that you cut the fabric on the grain. And I talked about this process in the first Learn to Sew video for the mercantile apron. And depending on how you cut out your pattern piece, it can be cut on grain or on the bias on the diagonal. For this particular pattern piece, we want to cut it on grain. So in looking at where our selvage is, where our edge is, and let me move this over, I am going to take my measuring tape and I'm going to line up the end along the line of that arrowhead. And as I pull this straight down, I can see that it's 9 inches to the edge. And then I'm just going to move it over after I've pinned that side in place. And again, measure that it's an equal distance. So this is also 9 inches. So this ensures that I'm getting a straight cut on the grain. We want the strength of that on the grain cut because this is the waistband and it's going to hold all of the weight. When you cut against the grain or on the biases, usually around curves such as necklines or arm size, which of course we don't have on this particular pattern. It is simply just rectangles that we are cutting out. So I'm going to cut out the waistband, I'm going to cut out the apron, and then I'm going to cut out the ties, making sure that I have a total of 4 ties. And this should be a fairly easy task for you. You just take your fabric scissors and cut on the perforated line that is shown on your pattern. Once you have cut out all your pieces for your apron, I recommend that you review the instruction manual, and then you'll want to look for the Moz Apron sewing tutorial video. It is linked in the Learn to Sew series video playlist, and I will also link it down below in the description box. It will show you step by step how to sew your apron. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment down below, and I will respond as soon as I'm able. As always, I appreciate a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner so you can be notified of new sewing videos. Have a great day and happy sewing.